Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the chaos. Let's go.
So you're replete with the scent of orchids, water that turns a complexion of blushing pink, so this is a hot spring. Is it your first time here? Yes, there are royal hot springs near Tenchikaku, but the plans were set in motion only after Hiroshi introduced the destination blast furnace to Inazuma, and that was 500 years ago. When the project was complete, I was already in the plane of euthymia, and naturally the body of the shogun has no need for such luxuries. Hiroshi? The members of the Kanju Commission were once friends with the Koto and the Kitsune Saigu. Although mere mortals, those who managed to survive back then were special individuals indeed. What happened back then? Does it have anything to do with what's happening right now? What happened back then? What makes you say that? The look on your face. Now I see why my officials claim the hot springs facilitate conversation. Even I find myself divulging more than intended. You're correct. Following the dark disaster 500 years ago, a nightmare engulfed Inazuma. On a battlefield consumed in darkness, the soldiers fought against dark forces, creatures capable of possessing people and trapping them in nightmares. Even though Baku could do nothing to wake them. As though for the sounds, it doesn't seem bad enough to make you this upset. Perhaps not. The battle was intense. Those who stood up in defense of this land knew the chance of survival was slim. In the face of certain death, surely a nightmare is something to fear. But what if I told you this? If the person trapped in the nightmare was strong enough to overcome incapacitation, it would become a waking nightmare instead. The person would lose all capacity to distinguish dream from reality, perceiving everything in the real world as a continuation of the war. And every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated. That is a far more painful nightmare, both for the person in question and those around them. If I hadn't broken another nightmare yesterday, would that have happened to me? Then A must be so worried because... Did that happen to someone back then? Yes. And what happened? I unleashed Musuno Hitatachi and struck her down. Oh. I'm sorry. No need, I have no regrets. I knew it was the right decision, both for Inazuma's sake and her own. If necessary, I would do it again. Hey. Well, it's about time you two showed yourselves, yes? You've listened in long enough. Oh? Oh, it's you two. Before you say anything, this part wasn't me. Well, since the cat's out of the bag, how about a hot spring tea party? Hey! Ah, nice and warm. No wonder the hot springs relax your inhibitions. Hey. So, who came up with this idea? I want the truth. I guess both of us. Well, I happened to consult a certain clinical psychologist about how to get an old friend to open up. In her expert opinion, doing something new with a trusted companion in a new environment can make someone less guarded. Looks like it worked like a charm. I understand the reasoning, but why not do it yourself? It's one thing to trust that Miko has good intentions, but would you let your guard down around her? Good point. Your concern is misplaced. I kept those matters to myself because I was unsure whether this incident is connected to the past, and I did not want to interfere with the investigation. If the investigation reached an impasse, or new clues pointed to the nightmare from back then, naturally I would have discussed this intel with you. Intel, huh? It appears you still don't understand why I wanted you to open up in the first place. Help me! What was that? Sounds like it came from outside. Let's go check it out. Oh no, someone's unconscious. Is it the nightmare? It seems different in some respects. Step back and allow me to examine her. She's awake. What's going on? Oh, almighty Shogun. What happened just now? What frightened you? Shogun, It's alright, with the Shogun here, nothing can hurt you. Just take a deep breath and tell us what happened. Nephew, I almost fainted again just now. Is that what happened earlier? You fainted? Yes, I was on my way to Uyu restaurant and I was crossing the bridge. I saw someone staring at me from behind a tree. It was hard to make out their appearance in the dark, but I had a bad feeling, so I tried to get closer in the moonlight. And it was me. In that moment, I thought about how people who see their doppelganger usually end up dead, and I fainted from the shock. I don't remember anything about after that. A doppelganger in Inazuma City, but we only detected traces of the nightmare around Mount Yuko. I heard that people encountered doppelgangers on Mount Yuko too. Could it be the work of some terrible yokai? Don't worry about that, the strongest yokai in Inazuma are right here. Now that we have an understanding of the situation, why don't I take you to the police station to file a report? Oh, okay. The situation is getting worse. If the doppelganger is limited to the festival grounds is one thing, but appearing on a random street in Inazuma City? On the bright side, the victim seems okay this time. Bad news, Shogun. Huh? A Tenryou Commission official? What's wrong? Another victim at the festival. Kappa is trapped in a nightmare. What? But Sarah and the others were keeping watch? Make haste back to Mount Yugo at once. Yep, that's probably the right order. Yeah, someone you never could have guessed. Funny that. Buff Lord, Blue Lord in the back, Pokey cosplaying as Chi-Chi. Why? And why Chi-Chi? Did you do like a spin the wheel? But no! Why must you bring Chi-Chi into this? Kappa. Excuse me, let me take a look. Mizuki, Kaiko, finally you're back. Shogun, the fault is mine. The Tenryou Commission failed to protect those under our charge. Now is not the time to cast blame. Did anyone witness the attack? No, we have failed you. There is no trace of the enemy. We stood up just for a second, and the next thing we knew, he was on the ground. It must be some terrible yokai. Other than the Bake-Danuki transformation, there were no traces of yokai power at the scene. It's almost like the culprit's methods are getting more sophisticated. The doppelganger in Inazuma City also seemed to appear without warning. Wait, there was a doppelganger in Inazuma City? Yeah, seems like it. Doppelganger's nightmares in Inazuma City, Mount Yugo. How is he, Mizuki? It's strange. I cannot perceive his nightmare. It's almost like he's not there at all. The yokai, it must be getting stronger. Kappa, please don't die. It's my fault. I should have anticipated the culprit might resort to more sophisticated methods. No, it was I who underestimated the enemy. I who allowed us to continue the festival despite the potential dangers. Sarah, what is the status of the other contestants and staff? All in all, I asked the Yashiro Commission to move them to a secure location just to be safe. Good. By decree of the Shogun, I declare the Mikao Flower Festival is... Wait. What is it, Miko? You're being too hasty, eh? I understand your concerns for the people, but I urge you to think this through, or we risk playing into the enemy's hand. Considering your history with nightmares, you have better cause than anyone to exercise caution. But do you truly believe what we're facing now is just a nightmare? Explain. Call it intuition if you want the truth. Perhaps Doshin Shikanoen could shed some light. I believe there's been a break in the case. You flatter me, Lady Guji. I do have a few ideas. Up to this point, we've only detected traces of the nightmare creature around Mount Yugo, and now a doppelganger appears in Inazuma City. Our original thought was that the culprit infiltrated the venue to evade capture. If so, there would be no reason for them to risk exposure by continuing to change form. Rather than including the nightmare creature on top of everything, now's the ability to disappear without a trace, I think there's a different possibility. The same person, different person, it's a psychological phenomenon. It's the same person. Oh, doppelgangers and nightmares are actually the same. Enemy has two different abilities and can suddenly appear and disappear without trace. It seems too random, like a novel from EA Publishing House that tries to incorporate every element under the sun. It's probably this one, but I'm going to... let's try this one. Nightmare creatures and the doppelgangers are separate entities, that's why their methods are different, they have separate goals. People who saw doppelgangers were mistaken and the nightmare I saw wasn't real. No, I can't just explain it away. Oh. Oh no. This one. Different person. That's right, the entities appear at the same time and place, that's why the Tenryou Commission conflated the two at first. But if we ignore the nightmare creature and look at the doppelganger incident in isolation, the culprit motive is clear. Escape capture... Okay, wait. We thought the culprit was changing form to evade capture, but if the doppelganger isn't responsible for the nightmares, they would be no more deserving of arrest than a random prankster. Doppelganger incident didn't actually hurt anyone, but the folktale about doppelgangers did cause some people to panic. That must be the culprit's goal. Taking control of NASA by replacing everyone with doppelgangers, I doubt even Folktale could come up with something so unrealistic. Of course, panic. That's right, because of the folktale about doppelgangers, the culprit was able to incite panic without attacking anyone at all. But after the Temio Commission secured the venue, the culprit appeared in Nazma City so that the panic was spread. But what is the end goal? Panic doesn't seem like enough of a motive. You're right, panic is a means to an end, but I think the shift to Nazma City proves something. Whatever the goal, terrorizing one location wasn't enough. And since Nazma is their new target, the person they're impersonating at the festival should be absent. Unless the culprit found a way to cover their tracks and incite more panic. By leaving behind a stand-in. Oh? Ah! Capra's made of wood? No wonder I couldn't sense the nightmare. I see, the doppelganger infiltrated the festival's Kappa and is currently hiding in Nazma City. Is that correct? Not just that, replacing one person wasn't enough. If multiple people are replaced at once, they can cover for each other. Oh. We didn't get to see each other much during the test of courage. Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird. This kind of transformation is said to have a particular weakness. If the subject is frightened, the sky starts to crumble. Isn't that right, Yoko and Hitsume Kozo? It's a Bake-Danuki tale. But why? Ginkaku, run! Tetsunosuke. They're getting away. Are you supposed to be in Nazma City? And leave you two by yourselves is not the Tanuki way. No fighting, let's go. Okay. Bake-Danuki, the little terrors, come on, let's go after them. Oh! Let's see, for the last one, the black and she's 5th place. Ah, I think they're both blue. Interesting. Papa's had enough of these things. What even are they? More Bake-Danuki tricks? Nothing's working, the humans are catching up. Little rascal, stop running. You wish. Transform, stupid humans won't be able to recognize us. Well, I'm going to smash every single one of these. Until we find them. There's one over here. I wonder if we can, like... Well, that will make it a lot easier. You can, like, shoot them down. You can't see me, I'm a bonfire. Tetsuke, you idiot, don't tell them the three of us turned into bonfires. Yeah, Kaiko, bonfires. 3 of them, we'll show them stupid. Okay. It's a lot easier with Seedring, because Seedring can just kind of hit them from a distance. But how many of these are there? Why are there so many? And he's like, don't tell them we transferred into a bonfire, as if you didn't... Like, there's only bonfires. What else could you have transformed into? Also, why are there evil Bake-Danuki? Oh, transform. They're gone again. What are they this time? Some kind of stone or brick? Seems like one. Do the other ones have like hats and things? Because those ones are quite obvious. No. Okay, well there should be one. Oh, there's one. Gichiro, protect us! Save us, Tsukumo. We're almost rid of them. That's enough. I will not fail the Shogun again because of you. A Tengu! Tengu is flying, Tengu is a cheetah. Surrender now and I will spare your life. Tengu, why are you helping the humans? Tengu is a yokai. My loyalty to the Shogun, humans and yokai are no different in my eyes. Shogun is the leader of the humans. Shogun sent people to steal our land, Shogun is bad. Nonsense, the Shogun would never give such an order. Calm yourself, Sarah, let's hear them out. Shogun sent humans to steal our home. At the Mikar Flower Festival, Shogun is making yokai serve the humans. Serve the humans? He's not talking about the game development, is he? Shogun even forced Great Baku yokai to work all night. Oh, you mean yesterday? That was my choice, actually. Geez, where are these ideas coming from? I think there were some misunderstandings. Kichiboshi and the others weren't forced into anything. Stay back. Humans want to enslave us again. Hold on, something's not right. We should try a different approach. No need, I know what's wrong. They're trapped in a nightmare. What are you doing? Trying to put Tetsunosuke to work? The Kaku doesn't want to stay up all night. Savage enslavement, these might sound like ridiculous misunderstandings to us, but that is their reality right now. World of despair and fear, where enemies lurk at every turn, devoid of even a single shred of light. So they're sleepwalking? How do we wake them up? If we knew how, we would have done so back then. Give us your worst. Kinkaku will never lead the Tanuki path. Kinkaku will die before serving you. I may have a solution. Truly? If the nightmares come from the abyss, there's something I can try. Oh, is it the medicine? What are you doing? No, don't. Oh no, we're purifying them. Oh, we love that. The humans are everywhere, we can't hide forever. How long have we been hiding? 100 years? 500 years? No idea. If Yuri was still around, he would remember. Quiet, someone's coming. This is a fine piece of land. The grain yield should be exceptional. Remember to check for traces of yokai in the surrounding area by order of the Shogun. By order of the Shogun, we are to exterminate all yokai that cross our path. Why so hasty? We should leave some alive. We can make them work their own land. Ha ha ha. You know about the Mikar Flower Festival, right? I heard 50% of the profit is going to the development fund. Oh yeah, the festival for humans and... Festival for humans and humans alone. Nah, the yokai have had their fun. It's our turn now. That's right, we should put them to work. They're known for their transformations, right? Little monkeys can dance for us until they die. Ha ha ha. No, how could they do that? Quiet or they'll chase us. Or they'll catch us. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Heh. Oh, it's this guy. What is that? Ah! Hey, you're right. Yuko, Kappa, I need help over here. Hold on, we're coming. Ah! Heh. The yokai and the humans are unconscious. Anything happened to all of them? The Mikar Flower Festival. This yokai can speak. No, if we don't make it to the Mikar Flower Festival, Boss Toma will be so upset. Boss Toma will eat us. Eek. The humans are coming for us, we're gonna lose our home, what do? We infiltrate the Mikau flower festival, we scare the humans away, then they won't come. But how do we get into the festival? Boss Toma is the best. How about we turn to those 3 yokai? These memories, they belong to the Bake-Danuki. Kaiko? Are you alright, Kaiko? I'm fine. Where are we? Huh? The nightmare is gone, you purified it? Just a way of dealing with the abyss. Eat humans and a bunch of yokai. The Mikau Flower Festival, the humans what are they gonna do? Looks like they're confused, they still seem wary of humans. That might have something to do with a long time in hiding. Hiding? You described their memories to the group. Oh, that explains all the Boss Toma this and Boss Toma that. That was the only thing that they could imitate. Wait a second, it's Senrei Kozo and the others should be Akitsu Yuge experts, but this time Toma did all the work. Paimon can't believe we missed something so suspicious. You're like Heizo if his skills only worked in hindsight. Oh, you're saying Paimon's deductive reasoning is Heizo level? More or less. Based on your description, Keiko, it's possible these Bake-Danuki have been in hiding for 500 years. So that they know Iori too. Why don't we ask him? He's not far. The protector of the grove, it's been 500 years since our last meeting. Sarah and Hazel returned to the festival to keep watch. The doppelganger incident has been resolved, but the threat of the nightmare remains. I will handle the meeting with Iori myself. Yes, Shogun. Okay. Who's strongest? He shoots broccoli out of his hand. No! I had briefly forgotten about the broccoli commission. No! Why would you remind me? Yuri, we're back. Now keep it down, bring in people at this hour. Don't you know even statues need to sleep? Shogun, I bow before thee. No, wait, shoot, I'm still a statue. What should I... All is well, Yuri, hidden protector of the grove. I've never seen Yuri so afraid. That would be because when Yuri tried to pluck a Naoki weed from the Imperial Garden, Aiden split him in two. Yeah, sure, island style. Keep it to yourself, you meddlesome kitsune. Yuri, I wish to ask you something. Anything, Shogun, absolutely anything, it is my honor to answer. Suck up. Phew, you could have at least slowed down a little, it took forever to convince them to come with me. Ah, it's Yuri. The humans really did kill you. Your body is stone. Huh? I'm not dead. Not dead? The kitsune spoke the truth? This man is Yuri. Yuri is alive? Yuri, the humans really did steal you away. Wait, this must be Ginkaku, and Tetsunosuke? You weren't sealed away? When the humans, Kamuna, Horonosuke, came to hurt us, we ran and hid. The humans searched and searched, so many friends couldn't move, our yokai powers were getting weaker. So we decided to escape the human just as the great Bake-Danuki Tsukumo taught us by digging a hole in the ground. That's when we uncovered a horn filled with yokai power. It was the will of the great Bake-Danuki, Gikuro made manifest. I restored our power, and we made the humans go thump thump clang clang slash slash. Oh, and by thump thump clang clang slash slash, you mean... We tricked them him and ran. So you didn't actually beat him up at all. We've been using the horn to hide ever since, but there are too many humans, it's getting harder to hide. A horn full of yokai power? Could that be the source of the nightmares? The reason the Bake-Danuki are so afraid of humans? If the horn contained the fragments of a nightmare, using its power to hide would spread the nightmares to them. That means the Bake-Danuki have been trapped in this state of anxiety for 500 years. I could have told you nothing good would come from that horn. Using external power is against the Tanuki path. Eek, we strayed from the path? But the horn helped us hide from the humans. The humans tried to take our land. On the contrary, the purpose of the investigation was to determine in advance if yokai were present on the land in question. Whether we avoid encroaching on yokai territory altogether or attempt to reach a mutually beneficial agreement, a peaceful resolution was always the goal. Oh, really? Wait, that is what the human said back then, isn't it? By order of the Shogun, if yokai live here, we need to discuss the proposal. Kinkaku, Ginkaku, Tetsunosuke, not all humans are bad. Yellow fur over there helped me a great deal, you know. Besides, the Bake-Danuki were only sealed away back then because Yuri stole that comb. Yuri's a thief? Yuri got what he deserved? How was I supposed to know it was used to make Sacred Sakura Daifuku? I gave it back, didn't I? So the humans were mean for no reason? Well, if you must know, the young human and I fought. I was perhaps a tad careless, so I conceded the match. Anyway, the point is neither side is bad. There he goes again, changing the subject when it makes him look bad. Now you know, no human is trying to harm you. So it was all a nightmare? 500 years in hiding for nothing. It was a 500-year-long game of hide-and-seek. What's so bad about that? Besides, you won. We won? Go us, we're even better than Iori. Hey, my game of hide-and-seek isn't over yet. Wow, the mind of Bake-Danuki is something else. Still so cheerful even after all of that. The nature is what isolated them from the worst effects of the nightmare and prevented them from causing any real harm. But a nightmare that's still affecting people after all this time, who could it belong to? A horn buried under Mount Yugo. I feel like I've heard a legend about that. Hindered by darkness, the Oni warrior raised her sword against the almighty shogun. Losing an arm and a horn to the shogun's blade, she fled into the forest, never to be seen again. A trusted lieutenant fighting against the force of the darkness, she was once devoured whole by a beast from beyond the world, with the body of a tiger and the tail of a serpent, until she tore the creature apart from within. Thus she earned the name Chiyo the Tiger Bite, or Torachiyo. I don't think Chiyo would like that name. Though she escaped the belly of the beast alive, the battle never left her. She saw the memories of her fallen comrades everywhere, slaughtered one after another until she could no longer distinguish dream from reality. A nightmare doesn't incapacitate someone with sufficient strength, it turns into something even worse. The nightmare twisted every joy in her life, her subordinates, family, and friends into enemies in need of destruction. It was in that state, trapped in the battlefield of her mind, that she raised her sword against me on Mount Yugo. With the Muso no Hitatachi, I cut off her arm, one of her horns, and a portion of the mountain itself. I suspect that is where the horn in question was buried there. When the horn was buried there. And subsequently covered by 3 Bake-Danuki. That means the fragment on the horn comes from Chiyo's nightmare. Nightmares feed on fear and anxiety. If what Kaiko saw is true, it's possible Kinkaku and the others' fear over the past 500 years allow the fragment to gain physical form and become something akin to a Jibakure? An earthbound spirit, they move through the ley lines, but are also bound by them. That's why the trace of this entity appeared intermittently and never outside of Mount Yugo. It would seem the fragment of this nightmare is so different from the one back then. It hates all joy and every good thing in this world. The investigation team working for a better future attacked. Totsumi Kuzo and his friends, kind enough to lend a helping hand, attacked. Yeah, we were attacked too, right when we were having fun with the playtesting. So why hasn't it appeared since? Perhaps you need to regain strength after your defeat, or perhaps it is hiding its time because it knows, with whatever rationality remains, that it cannot defeat you. But sooner or later, its twisted hatred will force it out of hiding, and it will move to strike its enemies. When she was set her sights on a target, she never was one to waver. But both possibilities prove something. Nightmare fragments can be defeated. And an enemy that can be killed is one that can be split in two by the power of Muso Ishin. There's really no other way? Mikoshi Chiyo is gone, a fragment of a nightmare tied to a severed horn that is all that remains. The living must take precedent over the memory of the dead. Even so, having to unleash Muso Ishin against her again, would it really be okay? Mizuki said Archon suffer from the same turmoil as the rest of us. The dead may be gone, but that doesn't mean our emotions die with them. Who cares about the dead anyway? I'm just trying to look out for the living. What is that supposed to mean, Miko? I'm just concerned about our poor Bake-Danuki friends. Huh? What does this have to do with us? The nightmare fragment has been tied to the Bake-Danuki for nearly 500 years. Strike it down, and who's going to say whether you take the lives of our poor friends along with it? Eek! I beseech you, almighty shogun, spare the young ones. I was just momentary, or a 500-year-long lapse in judgment. Miko, you speak the truth? If you do not believe me, ask Mizuki and Kaiko. I'm sure they encountered similar cases during their extensive travels. Well, Oh. Yes, during my studies both in Liu and Natlan. Yeah, I've definitely seen that happen before. Then what do you propose? The nightmare fragment is a constant threat to Inazuma. Should all other options fail, I would take action. If the fragment's hatred towards the world comes from a nightmare, then the most logical option is to get rid of the nightmare itself. Right? Can't you just eat the nightmare, Mizuki? The Bake-Danuki already tried that 500 years ago. Even yesterday, when faced with the corruption of the nightmare, Mizuki could only mitigate the effects. What was impossible back then is not necessarily impossible now. I think Mizuki has the right idea if we cannot eradicate the nightmares directly. Why not use this entity's tricks against it? Combat illusions with illusions, combat nightmares with dreams. Is that even possible? Don't forget, there are yokai that specialize in shapeshifting and illusions, and they happen to be right in front of us. Where? Kaiko doesn't see them anywhere. Maybe they're hiding as trees or the wind? Focus, the kitsune is clearly referring to the Bake-Danuki. Tetsunosuke, Kinkaku, must you be so dense? Given their centuries-long connection to the nightmare fragment, they are perfectly positioned to create a dreamscape that the entity will be unable to distinguish from the real world. Back then, the nightmare had little to no weakness. If we want to give the Bake-Danuki an opportunity to strike, I assume you have a plan, Miko? You say yourself, Miko Shichio is gone. All that remains is a fragment of a nightmare, already broken and vulnerable. Besides, Mizuki is an old friend, one that is not to be underestimated. She has traveled the land studying dreams and is far more capable than those old fossils back then. Oh, I'm not going to say anything. She just usually doesn't compliment me to my face, but Miko is right. If we work together, I'm confident we can put together a ritual to subdue the nightmare fragment. Once we perform the ritual, it will take some time for the barrier to take effect. Luckily for us, we have two formidable warriors on our side. Our festival representative, who also happens to have extensive experience against dark forces, and the almighty Shogun, are matched in combat. I'm sure the two of you can buy us some time. There's just one problem. Since this entity can pass through the ley lines, its movements are unpredictable. If we're going to create a barrier, how can we be sure it appears where we want? The solution to that is quite obvious. If the nightmare fragment despises all sources of joy and happiness, then naturally a joyous occasion would be an evil beyond measure, an enemy that must be annihilated at all costs. So if we want to stir it out, we need a source of joy, then the obvious target would be we need a source of joy. The Macaw Flower Festival. What joy could possibly compare to finishing one's work right before the deadline? I would imagine we can all think of a few, but I agree, the Macaw Flower Festival is the most plausible target. Once the enemy appears, I will put them into the plane of Euthymia immediately. I will not put the people in danger. Keiko, I ask that you join me there so we can subdue the enemy together. Of course. Alright, I will update everyone back at the festival and start the preparations for the ritual. I need your help, Mizuki. It's going to be a busy night. Look, another all-nighter for me. Well, this was your idea. Oh, and don't forget you need to finish A Little Fox's Daydream as well. And in a surprising twist, you were my nightmare all along. That's so valid. Yeah, Miko is definitely tricky. Definitely tricky, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Well, Yuri, as I see it, you've been punished long enough. It's about time you were released. Released? I can do that myself anytime I want. The century keeps me warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Don't interfere. Yuri is the best. Besides, the seal's power is almost gone. What I really want is for you to help me give that sneaky kitsune a piece of my mind. Yuri, she's already... Not so fast, I won't be fooled by your tricks again. Whatever you're about to say, she can tell me herself, instead of sending some young kitsune to hoodwink me. Well, that's not going to go anywhere. Oh. I guess we can start it again from Yuri's point of view. But that's not what we want. But yeah, she's not here. Great Yokai really wasn't forced to work all night? That's right, it was my choice. Why does Great Yokai have to work? I suppose it's just the price of becoming a Great Yokai. Great Yokai Kinkaku is sad for you. Okay. Okay. Hey, what are you doing? Kaiko, during the battle tomorrow, it is imperative you know your limits. If the enemy proves too much to handle, leave them to me. But I know I understand your concerns, just as you know mine. We need not say any more than that. Just get some rest and prepare yourself for the battle to come. Okay, get some rest, eh? One more thing. Thank you. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Night 2 is complete. Okay. This is the next day. Let's go here. Alright, it's fine time for the festival. Hopefully everything goes okay. Do you think everyone completed their games? Let's go check it out. Okay, let's see if the dialogue options have changed again. Because now we're no longer so worried about the threat. Well now, looks like our rookies are all fired up and I didn't even have to try. Based on this momentum, now might be a good time to lock in our future training schedule. Alright, Tamrio Commission, let's give this 120%. We shan't fail Madame Kujo-Sara this time. I assembled all the key information to booklets. Lady Gucci and the incantation for the ritual has been distributed along with them. Remarkably efficient, Ayato. How are things at the Tamrio Commission? We have adjusted our defensive efforts in response to the Nightmare Fragment. Now that we no longer need to worry about the doppelgangers, we can be much more efficient. Oh, you're all here. Ah, and with your arrival, we can be even more confident in the strength of our defences. Nevertheless, we must remain vigilant. We all must do our part to give Kaiko and the Shogun the best chance against the enemy. It's a relief to have you all in our corner. Wait a minute, where's Ayaka? With the festival preparations complete, we have everything covered over here. Ayaka is currently helping those in need, you could say. Those in need? Most of the game development team are short on manpower, so Ayaka and a few others are helping them out. I'm sure you'll run into her as you walk around. Oh, and just a reminder, you need to select the best game later tonight. Most importantly, don't forget to enjoy yourself. We need this event to be as joyful as possible if we want the plan to work. Oh, I almost forgot about that. Once you're done experiencing the festival, you should check in with A. Okay. Got one more part in about 15 minutes. Okay, well let's chat to everybody. Oh, thank you for my very on-time streaming reminder. Okay, let's see. When the nightmare vanished, the Mikau Flower Festival should be all a bustle again. Speaking of which, I should go grab myself a prayer slip. Lady Guji has instructed us to prepare for the ritual. Let us scatter this dark haze, and for a bright future lies ahead. Come with the test of courage, the Mikau Flower Festival's representatives, and the representative's representative. For all our sakes, may you emerge victorious once more. I'll time you with 30 seconds late because you're just staring into space thinking about the Addams family. I mean, fair enough. Did you think of anything interesting about the Addams family? Ah, Captain, Swordfish 2, salute. Wow, it's been a while. I'll say the squad was a little reluctant to help at first, but telling them you were the festival representative had them moving faster than an actual swordfish. To be honest, some Watatsumi Islanders aren't too concerned about the festival or the safety of Narukami Island. But if they knew it was for the Captain of Swordfish 2, I'm confident everyone would be here in a heartbeat. I'm not sure I deserve that level of loyalty. I doubt you have a choice at this point, Keiko. Not even the words of a divine priestess are enough to convince the people of Watatsumi and Narukami Island to let go of the past. It takes some time, communication, and most importantly, the help of a very special people. Your representation at this festival and my collaboration with Mizuki will serve as bridges between Watatsumi Island and the outside world. Huh? I never considered that angle. You possess wisdom beyond your years, Kokomi, on par with a certain other shrine maiden I know. Mizuki, did you get any sleep at all? I'm fine. Sometimes you need to push past your mental limits to unleash your full potential. I've seen that many times in my line of work. So, that's a no. Get a good night's sleep once this is all over. Get a good night's sleep when this is all over. I will. The good news is the ritual is all set. That means the festival can proceed and then we can focus on realizing our vision. As to the more pressing matter, once the nightmare fragment appears, we will begin the ritual, but it needs time to take effect. You and the Shogun are the only ones who can subdue the enemy until then. Do you remember what I told you yesterday before you left for Ice Bathhouse? Humans, yokai, and archons bear the same capacity for emotions and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil. It's very possible someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy. I remember. Good, I trust you won't let the Shogun shoulder this alone. Not anymore. You were specifically thinking about the house you built on The Sims. Oh no, that's bad timing. Okay. Oh, I wanted to ask, do you know what the strip of paper is for? Oh, Mika wrote that. She explained it better than me. Why don't you ask her? I think I'll ask someone else. Big Dog is afraid? Let's see. God of Thunder, heed our call. Okay. Okay. We be informed of the situation. As an Okuzumeshu member, it shames me to think that we can do nothing but watch while you and the Shogun go to meet the foe. Our thoughts and prayers go out to you, however, and if you should need a bowl of Kitsune ramen to replenish your strength, just say the word. Okay. Oh, no. I clicked the wrong button. Okay, let's keep going. Is that Ito? Okay, let's talk to this guy then. Huh, so nightmares are to blame for there being less people around to play with? Ah, what killjoys. Ho ho, Toma my bro, I heard you're in a bind. The almighty Arataki, unbeatable and unmatched game dev team is here to help. The Arataki gang rules. And Shinobu looks so disappointed. I'm not sure how helpful most of them will turn out to be, but I at least am a licensed game designer. I'm so sorry everyone, I was so focused on the game I didn't notice Kinkaku and the others at all. Not your fault, Bake-Danuki are powerful. Even Shosei couldn't smell them. Yeah, we didn't notice anything either. Kaiko, Paimon? Don't about the small stuff. I'm sure all Hitsutome, Kozo, and those little fellas want is for you to honor their last wishes and finish what you set out to do. That was beautiful, boss, but last wishes are used for people who are, you know, dead. Dead as in the big sleep, the final curtain, the last hurrah? Genta, you copied down the wrong thing. Lamport only is stupid, stupid only really help make game? We'll see. But as you said, I'll try my best to finish what we started. By the way, where are the real Hitsutome, Kozo, and his friends? And what about Tensasuke and the others? After the three passed out, the Bake-Danuki hid them in their home to keep them safe. Even under the influence of a nightmare fragment, Bake-Danuki are kinda hard. As for the Tensakaku and the others, they were As for Tensasuke and the others, they're in charge of setting up the ritual for its punishment for causing all of that panic. Something about showing them what it's really like to work through the night. Sounds like Miko's doing. Once you deal with the crisis, I think I'll get the whole gang together. Tetsumi Kozo, Yuko, Kappa, plus Ginkaku, and Tetsumasuke. Too, we can all play Akitsu Harpastrum to our heart's content. I'm thinking we spice up the final stages with a Kaboom King designed after the one and only Arataki Ito. I mean, come on, have a pick of those horns. Good idea, boss. Something tells Paimon this group is about to be as useless as the one you had before. Don't worry about hurting any feelings, Mr. Toma, just let me know if someone's being a nuisance and I'll knock some sense into them. One is only as scary as ever. It's fine, as long as Ito is okay with the Kaboom King being defeated by a Harpstone in the end. Okay, and then... let's see if he has anything else to say. Finally, I'm free from having to cook all these weird creative dishes, but I do miss them now somehow. Anyway, should you fancy it, do come back and have some dango milk once you and our almighty Shogun return victorious. Don't you think that this puzzle is a bit too complicated? If we make the small adjustment, it'd be a lot easier to understand, don't you think? You're right, I never thought about it that way. Nice one, Ayaka, I knew you'd be a great addition to the team. Oh no, you two did all the hard work, you made it easy for me. Hello. Oh, when did you get here? Just now, seems like you were a natural, Ayaka, a real game developer at heart, huh? You talked about wanting to create a game the day before yesterday. Oh, you remember that. Well, brother had everything covered, so I asked Yomiya if she could use a hand. I'm glad I didn't turn out to be an inconvenience. An inconvenience? We were in such a jam. You saved us. In a jam because jam is sticky and we got stuck. He's not wrong. Not that kind of jam, but it doesn't matter. We need to get this done. Kaiko and Lady Guji told me about the upcoming battle. As I understand it, this is an extremely dangerous endeavor, and the rest of us can only help from the sidelines. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Be careful. Alright, Kaiko, got the hard stuff covered, so let's give this our all. How did you sleep last night, Sayu? Do you need a break? I think I can push through just this once. I'm sure I'll still get taller. Great Majina, you okay? Good luck. Okay. Then I'm going to talk to you. Just Miko herself? Where is she? Okay, it's just kind of up here somewhere. Oh. Wait, was Miko not somewhere? Oh well. Do before battle, it's imperative to calm the mind. If you have unfinished business, see to that now. Does this take more than 6 minutes? Okay, well, it feels like it's a fight. I'm sure we'll be fine. Then come meditate with me. You seem unsettled. Since leaving the plane of euthymia, I have seemed to have experienced this feeling more and more, whether in the markets of Inazuma or before Sacred Sakura. I seem to have a hand in a lot of those. I'm sorry. No, it may not be a bad thing. In the plane of euthymia, I could not perceive the consequences of my choices, but that did not preclude their impact. It's only natural I would feel their effect one day. Even a god cannot sever the link between cause and effect. I have come to realize that isolating oneself from all engagement is no way to reach a true state of euthymia. I will not unleash Miso no Hitachi this time. I can only support you in the battle ahead. Using illusions against illusions, dreams against nightmares, the ultimate success of this plan comes down to you, Kaiko. This is a last-minute plan. We don't exactly know what we're about to face, and it could all fall through in a moment's notice. But one thing is for sure. This time, you will not face her alone. Did we do it? Phew, just in time. And it's done. Woohoo, right on. Big dubs for the team. The Arataki gang rules. Heh. What is that? What in the... Oh, it's missing the horn. Heh. Don't panic, just follow the plan. Prepare yourself, Kaiko. Already done. Alright, follow me. Okay. Ooh. Is it the parry thing? Oh gosh. Okay. I think there will be a day when we fight in the plane of euthymia side by side. I'll be in your guard, Kaiko. I missed. God of Thunder, heed our call. Huh? Oh, I point showed a weakness, but when? I don't see it. Okay. We have the advantage, time to strike. Okay. Okay, well, okay, you can't see it, but, it's about 1/3 down. Ooh, ooh, this is fine. Oh, that one actually was fine. Shatter the night, unmask it all. Okay. This is fine. I still don't know how you parry successfully. Oh. With your might, let illusions fall. Okay. Ooh. This is fine. We've got about 1/4 left. Just to wait for A to attack. And then she just didn't attack? Okay, but now what? Ooh. I land you by power. How about Divine Aid? Shatter the illusions. I grant you the Shogun's blessing. This is fine. I'm totally not about to run out of health. Maybe I should eat a hash brown. Ah! This is fine. There we go. God of Thunder, heed our call. Shatter the night, unmask it all. With your might, let illusions fall. Oh.
Bakoshi-sama, are you okay? We thought you'd been eaten alive by that beast. Mother!
Do what you must. Just save her. This nightmare, it's beyond our skill to heal. Nightmare. It felt like an endless nightmare. Sleep in peace. This time, only sweet dreams await.
Okay. Night falls, the games are complete, and the Macabre Lab Festival officially begins. For many of us, I'm sure the last few days have seen unforgettable levels of stress and fatigue, but for now I hope we can put the past behind us and enjoy a night of pure, unadulterated fun. Now, before we kick things off, our representative will announce the award for Best Game. The award of Best Game goes to... I still think it's Magina, so we're going to do Sayu's one. Magina doubles the rescue, something. Woohoo! We won? I'm not dreaming, am I? This is real? It's real alright. See what's possible when you put your mind to something, saw you? The winning team will take home a sum of prize money courtesy of the Yashiro Commission along with the Tanuki Game Award. In addition, a special guest has the honor of announcing a special award. Shogun, if you could. This special award recognizes the team with the most immersive game. And that goes to the creators of the horror game, The Doppelganger Incident, Kinkaku, Ginkaku, and Tetsunosuke. Huh? Oh, it was a horror game all along. I really thought I'd seen a ghost. Well, that takes immersive to a whole new level. Bake-Danuki are something else. Ah, smart idea. Now people have no reason to fear the yokai. I don't think Shogun and Origuchi want the yokai to fear humans either. I present you with this award in the name of the Narukami Ogoshu, and I promise you this, no human shall infringe on your peace without cause. Shogun is the best. Shogun is the best. What about the Shogun's development plan? The whole purpose of the investigation was to avoid disturbing yokai territory. Besides, the world is a big place, humans, yokai, there's more than enough room for all of us. Okay. I think that might be it. Oh, is it? Is it not it? Oh, okay. What is this? Okay, that sounds like it's gonna be a new quest, so we don't want to do that. So we need to like not talk to Ito, but can we talk to everybody else? Because I don't want to, and I don't want anyone to like disappear because we didn't talk to them, but I don't want to trigger the next set of quests. So we're gonna try and just talk to the Shogun and so on and so on, and then that'll be it. It kind of timed quite well by accident. Though there were misunderstandings, weariness, and even hostilities along the way, we still ended up with a celebration in the end. Seeing the Bake-Danuki together with all these humans and yokai, it's a moving sight indeed. Speaking of the Bake-Danuki, where are Kinkaku and the others? Nico took them to Mizuki so she can check them over. We needed to make sure the disappearance of the nightmare fragment did not have an adverse impact on them. After all, you claimed striking down the nightmare could endanger the Bake-Danuki, unless that was a lie? Of course it wasn't. Okay. Okay. Let's talk to... Oh, she's back. We've got to write proper replies. All of these. What are these letters? You see, the Yashiro Commission just sent over a set of congratulatory letters addressed to us specifically. We've got commemorative artwork from Mr. Kalks, a handwritten letter from Mr. Genu, and this one too. Hey Auntie Aratani. Hey Rikuji, I hope Ye Publishing House's festival goes super great. Also say hi to Big Sis Yumiya for me, okay? There was no mark sender, but I think I can just about guess which little miss might have delivered it to us. Is that Klee? I think it could be Klee. Okay, well... next time, / kapow. That's weird, I can't seem to understand the Bake-Danuki anymore. The kind of spell must be wearing off, although I think I got the gist. Let's play together again next time. Okay, hello! Phew, the Yashiro Commission said they'd take care of my stall for a few days, and what do you know, they've done pretty spiffing work. Everything's spick and span, why it's like nothing was touched at all. Yes! They didn't do a very good job of selling things, but they, didn't damage it either. Let's talk to these guys. You three feeling alright? No side effects? All good. That Yumeko Baku lady already looked us over. We woke up once the nightmare fragment was gone. It felt like one big long dream. Sorry we couldn't help you with the game, boss. Don't worry about it. Besides, it's still time. Why don't you try Akitsu Harpstrom and tell me what you think? Let's kapow together. Okay, we don't want to talk to Ito, so we'll leave him there. What about you guys? Oh, he didn't get to the hot springs? Well, no, I don't see you going either. We didn't go with boss once. We did go with the boss once, but then he got into his head to start some sort of competition. What sort of competition? I forgot. The only thing I remember is almost passing out from the heat. You know what? Sounds about right. Okay, anyone else? So we're leaving them because that's a quest. We're not doing that. I've been using food prepared by the Yashiro Commission for days and days. The horror. The repetitive, samey, monotonous horror. That's it. I'm going to show them just what the spirit of creative cuisine is all about. Okay. And these guys, because they won! Huh? We finished the game, but it feels like I'm forgetting something, like our original goal. Well, if you can't remember, it must not have been that important. Just let it go and enjoy the festival. All the games are super fun. Bake-Danuki spell pip pip. Oh, she forgot that she wanted to grow tall, and she thought that they could teach her. She forgot. Okay, I think that is everybody except the 2 random guards who've been standing guard this entire time. Oh, and this guy apparently. 3 congratulatory letters and gifts from everywhere. Gotta make sure to keep a record of them all. Dandelion wine from Mondstadt, core lapis from Leo Harbour. These are marked for delivery to the Yashro Commission and Menimus Smithy. Huh, they look like forging blueprints, and I've ever seen before. But they are of an Asman style. Could they be schematics that were lost at some point in the past? I guess academia historians recreated and collated them. Couldn't have been easy, I'll say that. The Center has signed off as the Vahamana School? Is that a Scaramouche, like, doing a good thing? Because isn't that like part of the thing that he ruined all of the swordsmiths? And has he come to redeem himself? Oh, this guy! Wait, aren't you... That's right, and the blue only descendant who was arrested in that previous incident. Didn't expect to meet you again under these circumstances. Yesterday, a lady came to the police station the other day saying that an Ori-related incident had come up and that I might have the chance to make amends for my crime. But as it turned out, everything had been taken care of before I could even arrive, and I see humans and yokai staging such a grand festival together. Could it be that she just wanted to see with my own eyes that both yokai and Oni are already getting along with humans just fine? Anyway, help me keep this outing of mine secret, alright? Especially from the Crimson Oni descendant. It was like pestering me to join the Arataki gang again, which is a decision I'd rather put off until my sentence ends, and I spent some time living as a free man. I mean Oni. He'd go to the police station to look for you if he had to. On that count, I guess you'll just have to keep a better eye on him. Okay, I think that is it then.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again, and have a great day.